Hello, this is Chapter 2 of The Razor's Edge. Enjoy. I knocked at Jamie's window and a bit of frost sparkled across it. The sound of rustling blankets and the creak of a mattress made me realize that I woke him up. A tired-looking Jamie came to the window and opened it. "Jack, what are you doing here?" Jamie asked in a groggy voice. I just needed a friend. I got bored." Jamie laughed. "Always keeping people on their toes, aren't you, Jack?" he said as more of a statement than a question. "Do you want to sleep over?" "Oh, I wouldn't want to intrude." Based on the look on Jamie's face, he wasn't taking no for an answer. He dragged me into his room by my injured hand. Blood started to trickle out of my skin again. When I saw it, I forgot Jamie was even there. I felt the same calm wash over me. "What happened to your hand? Were you fighting a scary monster? Did you win?" Jamie's face lit up at the thought, and I didn't have the heart to tell him that the monster was my own anger. "You bet I did. I gave him one of these," I said as I reenacted a made-up fistfight, "and one of these." I kicked the air as Jamie laughed and we both fell to the floor. I'm still Jack Frost. I still know how to have fun. "Wait just a minute. Don't you have school tomorrow?" I gave Jamie a questioning look while trying to hold back the laughter. "Yeah, but I'll be fine." Suddenly his face lit up again. "Hey Jack, do you want to go with me?" "What? Go to school with you?" "I don't know if I... Come on, please. I don't have any classes with my friends and no one else really talks to me." I felt a twinge of sadness for Jamie. I know how lonely it can get with no one to talk to. "Okay, fine, I'll go. But you need to get back to bed." Jamie looked as if he'd just realized something and his face fell. He looked deep in thought. "Jack?" "Yeah?" "You didn't get that cut from a fight, did you?" I was taken aback by his sudden insight, but before I could respond, he continued. "I've seen cuts like that before." Tears started to brim his eyes. "Hey, Jamie, I wouldn't do something like that. Truth is, I was making icicles, I lost my hold on one and it cut me." I said, looking into his eyes, to ensure him I was telling the truth. "Okay, I believe you." He stared somewhere just past my face at an old family photo. Even though I most definitely was telling the truth, it burdened my worried mind like a lie. It felt wrong to tell him everything was fine when I had liked watching myself bleed. "You would tell me if you were ever unhappy, right, Jack?" "Oh no, I can't tell him, but I can't lie to him either. I'm supposed to be a fun, happy guy. I can't let the children down. I started to speak but was cut off by Jamie rushing in for a big hug. "You don't have to be strong all the time, Jack. It's okay." I stared down at him for a second before finally hugging him back. This 10-year-old believer was wiser beyond even my years. "Thank you, Jamie." We stayed like that until Jamie fell asleep. I carried him to his bed and took a spot on the floor for myself. Still thinking over what Jamie had said, my eyelids started to close by themselves, and I gave in to a much-needed sleep. That was Chapter 2 of The Razor's Edge, and since it was quite short, I am going to also include Chapter 3. So this is Chapter 3 of The Razor's Edge. My eyes fluttered open to Jamie staring at me. Startled, my body lurched forward and we knocked heads. "Ow!" Jamie exclaimed with one eye open, rubbing his head. "It's time for school, although I may have a concussion now." I laughed, despite the throbbing pain. Something else lingered there after the pain subsided, like the remnant of a bad dream or feeling. It was too hazy to tell the difference. "You all right, Jack?" "Huh? Oh, yeah, I'm fine." Jamie paused for a second just to be sure and then added, "I would start getting ready if I were you. We leave in like 20 minutes. "Oh, right. Gotta look good for my first day of school where no one but you can see me." I looked down at my old blue hoodie, straightened it out a little, and looked back up. "How's this?" Jamie analyzed me, looking me up and down. "Very Jack Frost," Jamie replied. "Good. At least I looked the part." 20 minutes went by fast. Soon enough, it was time to leave. Hey, wanna try flying to school today? I twirled my staff around in one hand as his eyes lit up from excitement. Yeah, but won't it be weird if my mom looks out the window and sees her son flying away instead of taking the bus? Jamie laughed. Oh, come on, it'll be fine, I insisted as Jamie eyed me. I added, probably, which earned me a shove from a giggling Jamie. Okay, fine. Jamie finally gave in and allowed me to grab his hand and start running outside. Soon our feet weren't hitting the ground anymore, the wind lifting us higher and higher. This is amazing! We should fly to school every day, Jamie shouted ecstatically. I smiled as the breeze ruffled through my hair. I don't know what got into me yesterday. There isn't anything to worry about. I tried to reassure myself. I've got Jamie and the other guardians. Whatever it was, it's past now. We landed near the back entrance of the school in the bushes. I looked around to see that no one was there. Coast is clear, Jamie. Let's go, I said as I ran off toward my first day of school. We reached the back doors and stopped. It would be strange if the doors seemed to open on their own, so I decided it would be best if Jamie opened them. You do the honors. I gestured to the doors as he pushed through them. This is going to be the best day of school ever, Jack. Come on, I'll show you around. Every hour that went by, I felt more and more like my old self. I threw a snowball at one of the grumpy teachers, and let's just say my magic snow doesn't work as well on adults. The only word I can think of that's ridiculous enough to describe the way he looked is flabbergasted. Everything was going smoothly until lunch rolled around. I never knew rocks could be so agonizingly boring, I joked as Jamie set his lunch on the round table. My smile faded when out of the corner of my eye I saw a shadow appear and chills ran down my spine. It couldn't be. I whipped my head towards it as I heard a faintly familiar laugh. I narrowed my eyes and listened for it again, but it never came. I'll be right back, Jamie. All right, where are you? I didn't wait for him to finish as I went off to search for the shadow. I looked everywhere, even the bathroom. I opened every stall, and on the last one, I heard a voice. You'll never be accepted. You aren't the Jack Frost they think you are. Shut up! Who are you? I looked around wildly, desperate to find whatever was spewing my deepest thoughts and rip it to shreds. You don't know me. But of course I do. I am you. I collapsed to the floor. It was so hard to breathe. Someone opened the bathroom door and I reached out to them. Help! I squeaked out. They passed right through me like I wasn't anything at all. Maybe I'm not anything at all. If I'm not acting like the Jack Frost everyone loves, then who am I? I pulled my injured hand up to my face. I need it all to stop. I can't take all this back and forth. I just need to be okay now. Without hesitation, I made another icicle as sharp as the one that had cut my hand before. I quickly rolled up my sleeve before I had time to regret what I was about to do. Relief and a bit of guilt washed over me as I looked down at what I had done. I could finally breathe easy at least. After I had caught my breath, I grabbed a paper towel to keep from making a mess. It was only then that I realized that the voice and accompanying shadow were gone. My head whipped towards the door when I heard a muffled voice call for me from outside the bathroom. Panic rushed through my veins. I can't let Jamie see me like this. I wrapped a wad of paper towel around my arm and yanked on my sleeve. Standing wasn't easy, but I managed to scramble to my feet before the bathroom door flew open. Jack, what are you doing? Class is about to start again. Jamie eyed the arm that was now behind my back, hiding the icicle covered in the evidence that I was definitely not as fine as I thought. I wanted to pull some more pranks before we had to sit through more of that torture. I was lying through my teeth now, and I hated that it was to my best friend, but I couldn't tell him the truth. All right, what's behind your... He was cut off by the screech of an alarm. Talk about saved by the bell. Oh, shoot, that's the monthly fire drill. We have to go outside, Jamie explained. Okay, I'll be right behind you, I said as he rushed out of the bathroom. I threw the icicle away, made sure there was no trace of what I had done, and ran after him. Just yesterday, I thought it was crazy to hurt myself on purpose. It was sad just how quickly that had changed. And that was chapter 3. Thank you so much for listening. Bye-bye.